Yeah, it was a bit disappointing yesterday going to the tavern, the local pub, under new management, and the Carlsberg. They quoted me 65,000, which is not that cheap, but they had a 2-for-1 deal, which brought it down to a more reasonable cost. But that's only during happy hours. And it ended up charging me 68 anyway, so I don't know if I can really trust these people. But the other problem is that if I want to go and watch the football, I'm not going to be basically paying for Carlsbergs, like 65,000 for Carlsbergs while I'm watching the match. And that's assuming that they'd actually get it up and running for me anyway. They didn't seem to be. I asked them about it and I couldn't get a coherent answer, so it doesn't look good. There is another bar down the other side of District 7. I might just look them up and maybe pop in there and ask them if I can watch the football or something, because those prices are it's just ridiculous. I mean, I think should be around 40,000 for a drink, but 68, 65, 68, whatever they charge anyway, is getting up there. So because they've got Carlsberg, they're going for boutique beers more than the mainstream ones, I guess, and we have to pay the price. So that's not good. So I didn't think the previous management were that great, but it looks as though we've gone further downhill. I mean, they were friendly enough, but I don't think they were particularly competent, and certainly they didn't provide a product at a reasonable price. So yeah, things changed around here. Lots of things have changed, but that's typical Ho Chi Minh City in general, not just District 7. Things change all over the place around this. Now, supposedly there is a banh mi bakery just here, and I must have walked straight past it yesterday. But it said it's under an umbrella. There's the umbrella. So that should be it, I think, there, but it may not be. Well, no, that's not the umbrella we're looking for. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, that is the location. That's where it's supposed to be, but I see no evidence of any bakery here. So, God. Magical mystery tour continues. I might just keep walking down the road and see what I find, because, I mean, Google can be a little dodgy at times, but no, that's where it's supposed to be. So, unless, what's this here? Hold on, I've got something else here. But that's the place I walked past yesterday, and it doesn't look like a banh mi place to me. No, that's definitely not it. So, I don't know, it's a mystery. It's not this place on the corner either. Well, at least it's not particularly hot at the moment, it's quite pleasant out. What do we got here? Just keep exploring, I might find someone just to ask it. I'm pretty sure there was. I could go back to the place I went to yesterday and it was okay. It was a bit strange, but it was okay. Yeah, alright, I don't like the chances. Well, I found me a banh mi place. The first legit one here, just this place here. And 30,000 for the meat one, 25 for the opera one, which is reasonable. So, so what? Amin Kwan is the name of the outlet, and they've got other food stuff, but they've got a proper banh mi outlet, which is great. Oh, it looks as though the cleaning lady's going to do the repairs on my shorts, which is fantastic. I'll sling her some dough. A good way to get rid of some of those 1s and 2s. I've got a stack of them, so I'm more than happy to give her some dough for that. I don't expect her to do as part of her job, but yeah, that's great. That's one little thing I had to get done. I've still got to do something about the eye drops, so I better go to a pharmacy. I probably should have dragged them out now and just go to a pharmacy and see if they've got any, whether they can write up as a prescription. They can actually provide that particular script over the counter, or I have to go and see a GP if I need more eye drops. It's fairly important to get that right. Oh, there you go. Right now I'm just going to go to, that's a car with an actual Grab logo on it. I'm just going to go to what's called the Joy Factory, J-O-I. It's a veggie place, and I'm just going to see whether I can get some water spinach there. I mean, it's really annoying because water spinach is a traditional Vietnamese meal that I was able to get in Nha Trang, and it was very cheap too. It was only 30,000 there. Probably paid double here for the same thing. Although if it was the vegan place, if they put it on their menu, they're quite reasonably priced. I don't think they'd be charging me much more. But this place called Joy Factory, I think won't be that cheap, so I'm just going to check it out anyway. I need to sort of do a bit of an explore. It's just that it's in the middle of the day, the hottest time of the day, but I know at least the banh mi I had a kick to it, but hasn't actually mutilated my digestive system, so that's good. So I'm able to go out and about and do things. Okay. Well, I think this is the road I stayed in last time. Although they got new curbing. This is all new. I don't remember seeing that. And this Joy Factory thing should be on the left-hand side, pretty close to probably where I did actually stay last time, which was Sabina. So I'll just see what's on their menu. They're not cheap though, so I think, and they may not do a basic meal like that. We'll just see what's available. There might be something. It's just unfortunate that the vegan place didn't have any spinach meals. I mean, I think that'd be one of the staples, wouldn't you, for that type of place? Oh, there's Sabina. That's where I stayed. It's quite a nice place, but it's gone up in price quite a bit, so yeah, pass on it this time. I'm saving a lot of money where I'm staying, and I'm getting a bigger place anyway, so I think it's much better value where I'm staying. Now, where the bloody Joy Factory is. Oh, here it is. Right. It's a nice building. Well, I bombed out there. The girl I spoke to didn't have great English skills, because I asked about water spinach and she pointed to a coffee menu, a drinks menu. So we're just talking at cross purposes, and I couldn't see anything on their menu that looked like water spinach. So the hunt goes on. There was a restaurant here that did it, and I think they've closed, and it's just, a lot of this is happening. It's very volatile. All these businesses, they don't hang around. And I can get it in District 1, but surely there's some. This is a pretty big area with a lot of restaurants. You'd think there'd be one place. I don't think the northern, the Hanoi one that does sort of traditional type food at very reasonable prices, I don't think they do any greens, unfortunately. Not. Again, I think they might do lettuce, but I don't think anybody does water spinach. It's very strange, because I know it's traditional. I've had it many times at many different places here, but it may be dying out. Which does happen. I've come across a couple of traditional type meals that you probably now have to go to the country to get, in the countryside rather than in cities. It's just not in vogue. But it's very healthy, and that's why I want to eat it. But boy, my options are drying up. I'm just going to have to walk the streets and see if I can find a place that's got on their menu, a traditional type place. It's just harder with me on my eyesight. It's easier if I can do it online. Oh, check out that sign. We've got a barber shop. That might be the one that's actually a massage shop. It's got the barber pole, but it doesn't look like a barber shop. It's a barber shop. Okay. It's warm out. Actually, it's not as bad as Cairns, I think. That's the worst. What's this place got? Who knows? Doesn't look like it's got greens. No one. There must be a sort of anti-green food movement that's happening here. It's very hard to find something that's actually... Poor old spinach has taken a battering when it comes to popularity. What a shame. And they're really nice roads to go down here through the streets. I quite enjoy them, especially quiet time just after. Well, it's actually still lunchtime, so it's not super quiet, but reasonably quiet. Yeah, well, I'm back in the comfort of my apartment in District 7, and my search for the water spinach, this fairly traditional meal that you can get virtually everywhere in Vietnam. There's nowhere here you can get it now, because the only restaurant that served it is now shut since I've come back. I mean, for me, District 7 has definitely got worse since I've come back, because now the local bar, the tavern, is run by people that are charging more for beer, and I doubt whether they'd be able to give me the AFL feed. I'm thinking probably my best bet would be to go to Number 5 Bar, because I know they do actually broadcast sports, and now they're open from 12 o'clock. So I actually could go in there and have a very early happy hour, which I haven't done before, but I mean, why not do something different? I mean, at least there I've got something to actually do, is watch the football, so I don't have to worry about the women ignoring me, the bar girls, so that's a good thing. So that's a strategy that I might employ, because I think it's on the 8th that that Richmond has their first match, and it's around 12:30 local time here in Vietnam, so probably a 3:30 match in Australia. That makes sense. So yeah, I'll just go down to go to District 1. That might be Friday, maybe. Is it the 2nd today or the 1st? I think it's the 2nd. Yeah, it's the 2nd today. So if it's the 8th, it could be Friday, I think, that the match is on. So yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. So yeah, that would be good. But the other thing I can do in District 1 is get some. If I can't, maybe I should just get some takeaway spinach, and I can bring back here. It might be my best bet, because I know that I can get it there, but it's a black hole in District 7 by the looks of things now, which is crazy. You know, we're in Vietnam. Well, I've still got a couple of alternative vegetarian places to check out, but it's just amazing when you think about it. You go walking past all these restaurants in this place, and you see that all these meals that are advertised, and you never see a green meal. You never see vegetables featured, not green vegetables anyway. And, you know, it makes me wonder what's happening to the Vietnamese diet in these sorts of areas. I think it's turning to crap. It's turning to more a Western one. This one's been heavily affected by the Korean diet, of course, so there's lots of barbecue meat. But, yeah, just incredible. You can tell it's pretty warm out, the way you can see my hair is matted with sweat. Yeah, I'm pretty hot, and I was only out for about half hour or so. Just walk any distance, and it's yeah, it's hard work. It says online here, although I don't know what that means much, because it is the Microsoft weather forecast. It says it feels like 40 degrees. It didn't feel super hot out there, but when I got back, I sort of definitely felt near the end of the walk I did anyway. So, oh boy. But yeah, things haven't quite gone the way I would have hoped in this trip so far. It hasn't really reached expectations at all. So yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of looking forward to coming back home. To be quite frank, it may sound strange. I'd be seriously considering going somewhere like Da Nang just for a change. The only thing that really swayed it for me here was the bar scene, but I don't think that's as important as it used to be. So maybe I should look at an alternative option like Da Nang to see. But because I've still got two Vietjet airline tickets that I've got to use. So in retrospect, I wish I hadn't booked them now, so it gives you more flexibility. I think the idea of doing cruises now is becoming much more viable for me. I think it's a more sensible option, and I'm going to definitely try one and try that as an alternative. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it looks like I've got new neighbours in the apartment that's opposite me. It's the one with the view. They also got a big drinking bottle, which I didn't get. I had to buy my own mineral water. So I don't know how that works, but anyway, it's a nicer looking apartment, but it is facing onto the road, so it might be noisier. So I may be better off where I am, and I can put my washing out on the balcony, and no one cares because it's down the rear. So that's an advantage. So I'm going to finally try this local restaurant here. I did find a place I get the greens from, but it's not cheap. 75,000 for Chinese spinach. That's a bit pricey. So you know, that's it's not great. I mean, that's a ridiculous price. I mean, considering I paid 30 for the Vietnamese spinach in Trang, and it's just crazy. It just doesn't add up. So some of the prices here are pretty high. You've just got to be selective. The other thing is, what I need to do is just go to the supermarket and buy some bloody spinach and just make it up myself. It's so piss easy. You just need some oil and garlic and saute it, and that's it. It's very easy to do, so it shouldn't be an issue. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm in the right place here. So I'm going to go here. This should be pretty quiet this time of day. It's only after 4 o'clock, so it should be really quiet. So I should have the place to myself. Yeah, so much for being quiet at 4. This is the busiest I've ever seen it. Oh, okay, maybe it's quieter during the night. Yeah, well, that meal cost me 60,000 dong. Huge amount of food because there's so many rice noodles and incredible amount of greens in that they've got all lettuce and mint. No spinach, unfortunately. But maybe spinach costs more. I don't know. But yeah, the price has gone up though. Last time I was here about 18 months to 2 years ago, it was 50,000. So it's a 20% increase. Still the same amazing value though. I mean, geez, you wouldn't complain. But it does give you an indication of how much inflation there has been in the last year or so. But still very affordable. I had to leave food there. I couldn't go for all the noodles, no way. And there's still stacks of greens left. So the greens must be pretty damn cheap. Well, they've been buying them in bulk from a market, but you know, that's much more than you'll get at the Far Bo place. Any of them. It's just an amazing amount. So yeah, pretty good. Filled the spot because I decided I'm not going to go out tonight. Couldn't be bothered. I've been quite lethargic all day, so I'll be happy to stay indoors. I hope my neighbours aren't noisy. It's funny how they left the door open. I think they may be German. I'm not sure. They picked up some sort of accent. not that many of us English speakers around, I don't think. So, yeah, but they just had their door open. I hope that's not an indication of how they're permanently going to act. So, yeah, anyway, we'll see. Yeah, a couple over there got their dog with them. So, it's a bit different in Vietnam. There you go, beautiful. Ah, there you go. Ah, excellent, that was quick. Come on. There you go. Yep, there's all my greens. This is pales in comparison to the meal last night. I should have taken a shot of it, but the amount of rice noodles I had, the plate was just huge. I'm heading back down to the supermarket. There's also a vegetarian place that's just up the road from it. I might check out, see how it goes. It's not too bad weather-wise. It doesn't feel as hot as it has. So hopefully it won't be a sweaty mess when I come back. But yeah, I just need to. I'd also check and see what's happening with toilet paper situation. Concerned too. Because I'm going through that a fair bit. Yeah, had a bad reaction to my Farbo today. So I've been a bit feeling a bit rough in the guts. So it's about 1:30 to 2 before I got out of the room. Get a bit housebound, getting a bit cabin fever at the moment. So it's good to get out. So fingers crossed I find this other place. So the Veggie place, it's got a bigger menu, so there might be something there. Although there does appear to be a conspiracy to prevent me from having spinach. So I might just have to do it myself. I'll see what I can find at the supermarket and might bite the bullet and just buy some or get some advice from someone there. They might be able to tell me what the right ingredients are for the water spinach. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, just saw an old guy around my age, I guess. So it's funny me calling him an old guy, carrying a couple of bags. Western guy. You don't see many around here. It's predominantly Asian area because it's a mixture of probably Korean, Vietnamese, maybe Japanese. Who knows? It's but not many Westerners. So he was a rarity, and he's probably from somewhere in Europe. So no guarantee he'd speak English either. So yeah, I'm a bit isolated down here at the moment. I feel the demographics have changed a bit. Maybe it's the time of year as well, I don't know. But District 1 is a bit different, of course, because it's a tourist area. So you'll see more people from the US and Australia and England and the like in that area. So we'll see how we go. I might go down the pub today. I might go to number 5. The football match I want to watch, the first match of the season for us, Richmond that is on Saturday. So we've got a few days to think about that one. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing it. It's pretty early for me. I've never been to number 5 bar that early because, well, last time I was here, it didn't open until 3. So at least now it will actually be open so I can watch the football, which is a good thing. It's a lot of traffic here for Sunday. I don't think Sundays mean much in Vietnam. It's pretty well just another day. So the place I found it was the most restrictive was actually Portugal. Everything shuts down. You know, they're pretty solid Catholic, and it means a hell of a lot there. But over here, nah, nothing. It's Tet. Tet's the big one, and that's finished. Anyway, what I'm going to do is cut across this canal, and I don't know if there's any footbridges across it. It's a decent distance, so you need a footbridge, something to actually ford it. But I can't see any because I need to get to the road on the other side. I can't even see where the road on the other side is, for that matter. Apparently there is one. Anyway, we'll just keep heading along and see how we go. This is down the rear of the shopping centre, the big shopping mall. Pretty dumpy area. Surprised it's so bad. I'm just looking for this restaurant. Could be that one there. I don't know, but this is not what I expected. It's pretty ugly around here. So, I don't know, is that a restaurant there? Yeah, great, you got the waste disposal happening as well, just to add to the atmosphere. Well, this could be just a one-off trip, I think. I don't... Getting a bad vibe about this. It's certainly out of the way, this place. Must be coming up soon. It could be this place. I think they've got a few of the beer barns and things here. This is way too big. No, this would be a beer barn. I don't know what this would be.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, and that's just one of those classic beer barn places. Oh, they're friendly. 3 people on a motorbike. Now just... That's... Actually, let's have a look at that. I doubt whether that's it. I better use my GPS. I'm getting a bit worried now. Yeah, well, that happens to be the restaurant I'm looking for. It's much bigger than I thought it'd be. It's got these cars that sort of just crawl along the road and it's just waiting for them to pass by. Oh, we'll see. As usual, I don't expect much, but we'll try. Well. They were shut, which doesn't really matter because I don't want to buy the stuff right now. But they've got it. And it's 30,000 less than the other place, 44,000 for the spinach. They do have it on the menu. The talking bike. I think the vendor's just left their space. Yeah, so there you go. That little diversion actually was worthwhile. It does look, it's sort of semi-industrial. You can see over there, it's just sort of, it's not great. Not a great area here. But they got some cheap vegetable stuff, so that's fine. Now I know where I can go. So I can just combine my supermarket trip with going there. It's not that far away. It's only a 10-minute walk. There's some of the places here look a bit grander. And it's funny mixture. Anyway, I'll get back to the supermarket, and that's good to know. I thought it would be insane if I couldn't get that dish. That's just absurd. The other thing too is, of course, I can get it delivered with Grab Food. So that's the other option that I have. So now I know that particular place has got that meal. Yeah, I had success. I got myself my water spinach, quite a bit there. It's 21. Oh, it's actually 21,000, I think it was. What is it? Oh no, 14. Oh, only about $15,000. That's $1. And also I got garlic. There's no way I would have picked this. This is actually garlic. So they've already peeled it. So you have to get it weighed, and it's peeled and put in plastic in little containers. So totally different. Actually, that's out of frame again. Let me get that in frame for here. Yeah, that's how the garlic comes in. It's in a container, and you have to get it weighed to find out how much it is. That was 16, so slightly less. Oh, they're both about $1 each, actually. This costs as much as the actual as much as the water spinach. So I'll give it a go. We're just going to get some butter to saute it in, and hopefully everything will go fine. It's funny what's become a hassle. I'm just trying to get plain dry biscuits now. They used to have the plain Ritz crackers. Now they've got the cheese filling in them. I can't see any that are just plain without flavours. They've all got fillings. This is just crazy because this wasn't the way it was. Things have changed in 2 years. I don't think it's taste or... This is just a normal co-op, so I say it's the same as anywhere, but unless I might have more luck in the local Triple K. Because it's crazy. It's just, you can see that they've all got savoury stuff in them. Well, I just got back from my walk to the supermarket. And so it was frustrating that I couldn't find any plain dry crackers. They definitely used to sell them. So, things have definitely changed over here. The other thing that's changed positive is that there's no waiting at the checkout. So I remember going to the one in District 1 and it was just shocking. It was so crowded. It was horrible. The one in District 3 was always a bit better, a bit more of an upmarket area, but still you had to wait in a queue generally. But pretty well no lines to wait here. It's actually better customer service than in Australia. And the only thing is that the girls are not exactly friendly. You'd have to pay them a fair bit to get a smile out of them. So they don't seem to enjoy their jobs much. But apart from that, it's okay. The grog section had a really, really poor selection of spirits. So that was just a write-off. I mean, there was a few varieties of Scotch. Glenfiddich was exactly the same price as you pay in Australia. So 1.3 million dong, I think it was, for the 12-year-old Glenfiddich. So it wasn't that cheap. That's probably $70-80. It's pretty well the same price. And the variety, I couldn't see any gin there. Of course, there was vodka there because several varieties of vodka, but no gin whatsoever. So that sort of said it all. And I still haven't found out where they sell toilet paper. If they do, it'd be extraordinary for a supermarket not to sell toilet paper, but I couldn't locate any. It might be there somewhere, but I can't find it. The really good news is I came back to my room and the cleaning lady left my repaired shorts on in a plastic bag hanging from my door handle. And she'd not only done the button on one pair of shorts, she'd actually put a new zipper in the other ones, and they're working now. So fantastic service. And I was going to sling some money to her, but she's not upstairs at the moment, so I don't know. She's cleaning somewhere else, presumably. So if I hear her go past, I'll try to bail her up so I can pay her some money. I don't know if she'll take it, but I didn't expect this for nothing. I was quite happy to pay, and it looks like she's done a good job. I'm very happy with that. So just hot after that walk. But at least it was a productive walk in that I did finally find the water spinach place that sells it. Although now I've got my own ingredients, I'll have a go at making it myself, but I might do a total botch job, so that's a good backup if nothing else. The ingredients cost me around 30... I've included the butter. I suppose it's the butter was about 50, I think, so it's about 80,000 dong all up. So I don't know if that's super cost effective, depending how long the I mean, if I cook up the spinach, it should last a few days at least, so I should get at least a couple of meals out of it. So we'll see how we go. I'll do it tomorrow, I think. I don't feel like doing it right now. I think I might go up and get some money changed in District 1 and then head off to the place to get shunned, which is number 5 bar, get ignored by the girls. Maybe try to strike up a conversation with the people drinking there, because I've given up on the girls, so we'll just concentrate on being gregarious with other patrons and see how I go with that. Yeah, well, that went pretty smoothly. Very busy today at the currency exchange place compared to what it has been. I didn't push the button there, just switched me around to selfie mode. Don't know why that is. Look at my mug. I'll switch it around again. We'll give you more scenery, although I have shot this a few times in the past. Oh, there we go. No, thank you for the people who told me how to do that. I still think it's extraordinary it doesn't default to the centre screen each time you turn it on. I think it's a major fault with this camera. Anything but centre screen should be an option, one would think. Anyway, now I'm going to head off to be ignored by the ladies at the number 5 bar. Not sure if we want to sit around the main table, around the main bar, because I probably will. They can't begrudge me one spot. But I know there'll be groups of guys who will be spending big bucks who will basically put me to shame. So, fingers crossed that number 5 isn't a total dud again. It's up to me to talk to other people anyway. If the girls ignore me, I'll talk to the other punters. I'll make an effort. It's my promise to myself, so I'll have a decent... Because basically, one of the main reasons to go there is it's nice to meet up with expats and travellers. Because I'm not really getting that much dollar. Oh, the other thing too, that thing with the cleaning lady, God, I hope I gave her enough money for the... She didn't ask me for any money when she took the clothes. I'm not sure whether she's going to do it gratis. So now I'm not sure whether I've given her enough money. I've given her... I think I gave her... probably 30, 40, 50, probably 50,000, couple of bucks. I assume it's enough. She sort of smiled, so I think she was happy. But it's difficult when you don't speak the language. And I don't normally get things like that done without negotiating a price. But I just assumed it was probably a service that they give customers, people staying there. And maybe it is, but I'm still happy to sling her some dough because I do that with cleaning ladies anyway. Well, I haven't done it so far this trip, so it's about time I pull my finger out. Yeah, I offered to write a name down on the little tag here they have for the happy hours, and she insisted on doing it after I said Doug twice. Ended up being David, so there you go. Typical. Yeah, well, nice and cool. At least the beer's cold, so that's good. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored. Alrighty, it's Monday. And I'm heading off for my banh mi opla. My second banh mi opla in this area, which I wasn't able to get last time I was here. Unless I wanted to go all the way down the... There you go. Yeah, I'm sorry, this damn camera, I wish it had just default to being centered. I've said it once, I'll say it a million times. Anyway, it's... I had a fair bit of grog last night, and so I actually should be feeling a little bit worse than what I am. I'll be hitting the Coke. I bought myself a bottle of Coke, a big one, I think a 1.5 litre bottle, and it was 19,000 dong, which is just a little over $1, maybe $1.20, $1.30, something like that. That's a lot cheaper than you pay in Australia. That just shows you how much that amateur buddies are gouging people in the West. Anyway, it's a good day because I finally cracked it for a decent night at number 5 bar, like the good old days almost. Even played some pool, lost both games, but there's a couple of expats there, nice guys who were happy to play pool with me for a couple of games. So that was great. And I did actually voluntarily buy a lady drink this time, because it was the one bar girl who'd actually at least talked to me the previous time. And I think I owed her one. I really did, because she was the only one who actually did the right thing by me and conversed a bit. So yeah, she was pretty happy with that. Bought herself a beer. So it wasn't a lady drink, it was a fair income beer. So they do that. They don't always drink just these contrived non-alcoholic drinks. They do drink real booze, so they've got to be careful how much they have. I guess they've got to pace themselves. But yeah, I think they've all admit that they've been pissed from time to time. So it's just nature of the job. But no, it was a great night because I followed through with my my plan of being more gregarious and just talking to other people, and it worked, especially with this, I think, I don't know if it was Chinese or Vietnamese, but a guy next to me, he was playing that gambling game where they slam down these little cups. Yeah, I'm sure a few of you people are familiar with this game. It's huge with Chinese community, and I just sort of said, okay, I sort of asked him why did they slam down the thing. He never gave me an answer, but we did, you know, we conversed a little, and he ended up giving me a couple of Jameson Irish whiskey drinks because he won the game, and he got 3 bottles of Jameson's Irish whiskey that were just sitting on the counter. So, and I got, like I say, he gave me a freebie, a free drink, 2 actually. So that's why I'm probably a bit fuzzy today. So not only did I actually see out happy out to the end, I also got a couple of mixed drinks thrown in. So yeah, it'll be a nice quiet day today. Probably should be an alcohol-free day. I think I'm well overdue for one of those at the moment. So good that I've got that big bottle of Coke. Got enough mineral water to see me through, and I'll be back to the supermarket tomorrow to replenish my stocks. But yeah, no, that was, like I say, I can at least say 1 out of 4 nights. Well, almost 2 out of 4 really, because one of the other ones was okay too. I was talking to another expat. Wasn't as good as last night though. That was the best night I've had there for a long, long time. So, given that, yeah, look, I'll do the same thing each time. I'll just try to break the ice with people sitting near me. And then, look, I find the people that go to number 5 bar are pretty approachable. And it's just getting over that initial reticence to talk to a stranger. So, you know, it can be done. It's not that hard. What's this guy doing? Geez, some of the drivers around here, they do some erratic things. Anyway, I'm just heading to, it's not exactly the most picturesque walk here, but, well, this is where the banh mi place is, though. So, it's the first stop, and then I'll get myself the coffee after that. Yeah, see major renovations. Not unusual. Oh, that's one thing I'll say. I've actually, every place I've stayed at, I haven't had to put up with renovations, which is good, because it can happen. It happened to me really badly in Da Nang a while back. People, yeah, I got a bit of aggro from a motorbike rider when I got my money changed yesterday. I did nothing wrong. The guy rode into me and he gave me a mouthful of some language. I don't know what he said. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.